My name is Ragnar Zinikas, and I'm the founder of World Women Conference and Awards, Starpreneurs TV, How to Dominate the Decade talk show, the creator of Core Desk, the coach of the changemakers, and co-author of the book From Zero to Success. My mission is to empower through education, and thank you very much for joining us and taking the moment to really listen. Today, I have the honor to talk with Jaya. She's from London, UK. And Jaya, tell us your story, why you are living in London, what is your background, and why are you doing what you're doing?
Hi, Ragni. My name is Jaya Sajnani, and I'm an entrepreneur and investor and founder of YG Travel. Now, YG Travel is a London-based registered transport provider. We are a one-stop solution transportation facility for any occasion, group of people, or individual. What we create is a wonderful experience and create lifelong memories. So, my background. I'm originally from a small town called Anand. It's one of the small towns in Gujarat. It's very famous because of the Amul city. I belong to traditionally Sindhi family. Sindhi families are known as a business-minded people from the decades. My father is a businessman. My father's was a businessman, and we comes from the heritage of the businesses. So it's that spark somewhere. I think it's within me, my siblings. We all are having our own businesses. So I was raised in the environment where we were not hearing the lullabies in the night, but every weekend, my siblings and my father, mother, we sit together, we discuss some business ideas, any product, something is new in the market, we discuss as if tomorrow we are going to start our business with that. It was around 2003. I came to UK to pursue my master degree. I finished my MBA with the finance and project management from Thames Valley University, which is now known as West London University. My qualification then after being added as I have completed transport and logistic transport manager course from Oxford and Cambridge RSA examinations. What I do is I create the memories for the people through the transport service, transfer facility. My passion is about helping more and more women being independent. And there is some background to it. Why? Because I remember vaguely, I was 5-6 years old. I used to, so in India, it's like, any developing countries. When it's a summer holiday comes, all the kids goes to their grandparents' home. We never been to any international visits, nowhere else, but every summer, same story, go to the grandparents' home. My grandparents' house is just behind the international airport. I was just 5 years old. When we reached there, everyone in the house knew Jaya straight away going to go to terrace and look at the plane. And I used to tell my cousins, one day I'm going to fly in the plane. And everyone used to laugh at me that I don't believe this. In your family, never been, no one studied even bachelor's, master, and you dreaming about going to the international, doing the university, doing your business. Are you sure? And I was like, yeah, this is what exactly I want to do. As the year passed, everyone think that I'm just, growing with a determination. But bless my father is very, very helpful. He always believed in my dream. He always believed that I can do it. And with all, we are 4 sisters, 2 brothers, and he always helped us. So that's where my journey started. I wanted to be independent. I wanted to do something my own. So there you go. I came to UK. My own, none of my relatives here. I came on student visa. I studied master degree, extended, studied accounting courses, other courses, and then finally I got job. What I wanted to work for is for London councils. Now I don't know about how USA works, but in UK it's a different boroughs. Like I think USA there are different states. So in UK, it's different boroughs, and every borough has managed by the councils. The all master of all boroughs council is called London Council, and I used to work there as a government funding manager. I used to make sure that the funds which is government is investing is being used for appropriate purpose. So yeah, and then after I decided, no, there was something I wanted to do my own business always, and I saw there is a gap in the market. In UK, London being the attraction for the whole world. People come to London all over the world. London has a very, very nice heritage visits, spaces, places, very happening place, nightclubs, even London Eye, Madintyshire. People come all over the world to see the London. So I thought, we should create something where I can give them a tailor-made package, not a standard, the 2 days tour to Europe or 2 days tour to London visit, 2 days tour to Birmingham, Wales. No, what I create is I listen first client, their age, their requirement, their interest, their hobbies, and according to that, I create a package tailor-made and present them, which is perfect fit if you're adventurous or you are leisure. So yeah, that's kind of, I enjoy doing that.
You mentioned that you help other women to become financially independent. How do you do so? What are you giving courses? How do you help them to become independent?
So recently I started an organization called Women Entrepreneurs. So we are the team of the expert women with a different field expertise. So one which has the knowledge and started own business with a law firm, one who has started IT industry, her own business, web development. Me as like a logistic and transport background. So we are a group of women who has created an organization. It's a platform where other women can share their stories and they interact each other. So what I found when I was growing as a businesswoman, starting my own business, the most difficult task is asking a help. Asking someone a question and hoping that question the answer will be the right and fitted for my purpose. So it was very hard where to go. I didn't had much money to spend on the lawyer or solicitor. I was looking for a platform where easily, without any cost, I can share my information, my expertise, my knowledge, and so do other people. So this platform is helpful for someone who has a very small question. For example, someone is starting with transport and logistic business, and they don't know what kind of licensing they need. They don't know what kind of, how to open an account, or whether they should go for limited company or they should go for sole trader. There are different forms of the businesses. How do you choose which one is the right fit for you? So you can speak to experts, free of charge, no cost, and learn by sharing the knowledge.
So do you also see there a little risk in a sense that as my mentor always says, that nothing comes for free. So if someone gives you the advice sort of free, do they take the responsibility for that information or advice given as well? What do you see that's happening in your network?
It's very interesting. Basically, what I have known by being a woman entrepreneur, we listen everyone. We listen everyone, but we do when we think our gut feeling says that this is a right. Even though I get information from so many people, do this way, I do hear it. Do my little research on the Google, on document, on how the previous owner or the industry people grown. But if my gut feeling says no, I won't do it. Yes, I understand, as your previous people did mention it, I believe that nothing comes free. There's always a cost involved. But This is just a starting. This is just a platform to share the knowledge. It's not the FCA registered organization where you have to be 100% true. This is a free advice. If you want to take it, take it. If not, you must do your research. That's where your business instinct comes in.
Beautiful. So what do you see now as you have had this platform? What is the main reason why women start their businesses? Why do they become the entrepreneurs?
You know, I've seen many women are leaving their corporate life because the job isn't inspiring them enough. Starting a business allows you to find meaningful life and gives you ability to, you know, leave behind the legacy that somebody can do it. Somebody will remember you through your business name, the contribution you have given to the society. Another day, I was reading the article in the Times paper, and then it was said something that around 1800 business every single day, new business is starting up in UK between 2017 to 2019, from which 40% was the women entrepreneurs, the women who started the business. And I just think myself, why? If I think myself, why did I start my business? Of course, it was my passion. I wanted to do something, but there's something, being a woman, you want more flexibility. The reality that women are still primary caregiver. You know, they always seen as a, whether it comes to the children or whether it comes to the aging parents, women always known as that you are a caretaker. You know, you will take care of house, you can take care of children. And 74% of the women, when they've been asked that, why do you want to do your own business? They said, well, I would prefer more flexibility than more money. And this is the main reason why women wants to go for more being own business. There was another reason I understand is, you know, when I used to work, to get the pay rise is very difficult. You try your hard, you do the same as meetings as your male coordinator is doing, you do everything what your male officer is doing, but the research says that 15% less likely that women will get the promotions or get more paid. The gender gap is getting narrowed and narrowed day by day. But what I can see is the pay gap is still higher. So when you are own business, like for example me, when I created a package, I will not think that whether the person can afford it or not. I will think what my package is worth it. So the second reason why you women are going more on the business, because they want to charge what they're worth for. They don't want to get paid what people are ready to pay. They want to charge what they're worth for. So yeah, that is another reason I feel.
That's a very interesting point of view. Do you also see, for example, that it's easier for you to be an entrepreneur in England than it would have been back in India because of the cultural differences and
it is, I would say yes, definitely, because and it's my own experience. We are 4 sisters, 2 brothers, big family. All of my sisters are somewhere in the business. My eldest sister, she is a fashion tycoon. She has her own fashion designing outlet. When I see her, when I go back hometown and when I see her, I can see that she has more responsibility of home. Like it's a typical Indian mentality that you have to have a 3-time cooking done. Whereas in UK, you cook 1 time and then it's in the fridge. Anyone wants it, warm it up, take it. So it's a less time devoted to the home. I can be that flexible. But whereas in different countries, of course, when I say developing countries, they have more challenges. Social norms, society. It's the biggest challenge, I would say. Yeah.
So what other challenges you have seen now based on your own experience and also the women that are in your network? What are the main challenges that the female entrepreneurs are facing today?
When starting a business, whether it's a woman or man, uh, they face pretty much the same issues when it comes to the operational level. Like, for example, launching and managing the business, legal issues, dealing with the staff, or finding the right talent, access to the market. But many women also have to deal with the soft, extra kind of a barriers that's called soft barriers. And one of them, which we already discussed, is the breaking the social norms in society. As we said, that women still considered as a prime person, a role model whose job is typically to produce, to create, and to maintain. That's it. Um, but when you come out from that developing countries, and when you reach to the more to the west, you will see that yes, there is some of the balance of the society norms. But even if today's date, if you see the male going and doing the logistic and transport business, is quite obvious. It's okay. I'll share you my own experience in that. When I started this transfer business, so first thing, we have to open a business account. I went to one of the high street, well-known bank, and I said, I want to open an account. I got the meeting done with the manager, set up everything. I went with the documents, and this is my documents, and I want to open an account. The first thing, he looked at me and he said, are you sure it's your business? And I said, well, what do you mean by are you sure? This is my name. I want to open an account. If you have any questions, ask me rather than are you sure? And he goes like, no, I just need to see the ID and proof that this is your business. And I said, well, yeah, that's fine. This is my business. This is my share ownership and company house details. You can look at. And he goes like, no, because you know what, don't be offended, but I haven't opened any single account for a woman who is doing the transport and logistic business. I was shocked. It's in UK. I was really shocked. I was like, really? And this is not the Ragni, this is not the first time. To do the transfer business, you have to pass the specific course, which is called Transport Manager Qualification, Transport and Logistics. It was very, very interesting. When I came back, I laughed and I told my husband, this is what happened to me. I went to the course, I booked the course, the examination time. There were 2 rooms. One room, there was some cookery course was going on, an examination, and another building, the transfer manager examination was going on. So I went, I knocked the door and I said, may I come in? And the guy looked at me and he said, I think you're in the wrong building. Your course is on the other side. And I said, I'm here for transfer manager. And he literally came out from the class. He looked at my ID 2 times. He looked at the course I'm registered for. And he said, oh, I'm sorry, please come in. And 18 people, students who were sitting for the exam. I was the only one who was female. And this is I'm talking about 2017 in UK. Now, if this exam somebody is taking in India, I will be surprised that they will be allowed to register or not. So yes, social norms is very difficult to break it. But once you break it, that's the power, that's the beauty. Then you feel that you can do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But based on everything that you have experienced yourself, and when you see the conversations which are going on and the questions which are going on the platform, what would be the advice that you would give to someone that wants to start their business?
So, to be very honest, I hate the conversation when we make people feel that starting a business is a big scary thing. It is not. Yes, everything we do day to day, there is always an obstacle. There is always a barriers. Whether even somebody who's full-time housewife, ask her. She will say she will have so many barriers. So it seems like owning your own business there will be some barriers. But first advice, what I would say is believe in yourself. One must need to believe in themselves. So they need to think that, this is me. If I really want to do it, I have the capacity, I have the potential, I have all the resources. There's nothing, all the resources, the universe, when they created man and women, he has given everything equally. What is the society who has divided that this is your role, this is your role? Because nothing is impossible. You can do it. So first thing, believe in yourself. Second, I would say, dare to take the risk. For me, I am like this since beginning. I never fit in the traditional role. I always go out of the line. I always feel that this is not me. And if somebody puts me in the traditional boundaries, which is called the women boundaries, I feel suffocated. I feel like, no. I remember in my first meeting with my husband as well, I told him, you know what, if you're looking for a woman who sit in the kitchen and cook, I'm not that person. So, but this is the time you say no. I cannot spend more than 1 hour in the kitchen, not because it's not a good job. It's fantastic. If I want to cook, I will cook. It's my wish. But I need to feel that I want to do it. I can't be doing anything which is pressurized to me that you have to do this because it is your role. So dare to take the risk. Know your product and service. When you are in the business, it is very important that what you're offering is not just a product, it's not just a service, it's the idea. It's the solution for the problem what people are facing it. So sell your product as it is the solution, it is the only solution they are finding it. And once you know your products, once you know service, it will be easier. It will be very easier for sales, for marketing or operational, any strategies you want to create it for your business is going to be very easy for you. So first thing, you need to know your product. Don't lose the focus. It's very, very easy because being a woman, we always doing 1,000 things at one go. One side I'm managing phone calls and one side I'm literally making a breakfast for my daughters. That happens. It's simple, but don't lose your focus because it is very important that you clear what you want to do and stick to it, even though there's a downfall comes. But the first thing, you need to stick to it. The very last thing, advice, is ask for help. Don't be afraid. Ragne, when we were kids, we always been taught, be independent. You can do yourself. Why you needed help? Why you asking for the help? Whenever I used to go to my mom or my elder sister, I said, oh, I don't know how to do it. And she said, well, learn, do it yourself. And that's put us down. That put us down thinking that, you know what, if I ask help, people will think I don't know. People will think, oh my God, she's big business woman. She doesn't know this. How come? That means something is wrong. But that's not true. There are so many people out there, so many, you will be surprised. So many people out there, you just speak to them and you will learn. You will know so many things from them. So don't be afraid. Ask for help. We are here.
Beautiful. Thank you everybody who has joined here in Zoom, and thank you everybody that are watching also in Facebook. So if you have any questions, you can have them here in the chat area. And also, if you are watching from Facebook, then under the profile of Ragne Sinikas, I see the questions immediately. If you are watching under Coral Desk, then those questions are going to be answered after our session. So until the questions are coming in, what are your 3 recommendations how to dominate your decade?
Oh, the decade has already started. Oh my God, we are in June. So the very first thing, just start. Whatever you have in your mind, start. The longer you wait for the right moment, the harder it will become. Trust me, because I waited, and there is always, your mind is built for the negativity. Always find what not to do. Why? There's a problem. This is a problem. Because we are women. We, as a woman, is our first nature that we are very productive. We are protective to ourselves as well. We try to protect our environment, our shell. You need to break this and just start. Just do it. What worse can happen is maybe you fail, but at least you have experience. And then you will, when second time you have to start, you won't be afraid because you face that fear. You already faced it. The second advice, I would say, think big. We're always afraid to ask help, ask something which is our own. I have noticed that when somebody asks you that, okay, if one day God comes to you and asks you what you want, we're not prepared. We don't know what I want. Honestly, if somebody comes and say that, okay, what do you want? Don't think small. Think big. I want a universe. Why do I need a small business? So when you start your own business, or when you have an idea in your mind or seed of the idea, think how the seed is going to grow and become a plant in 20 years time, and then start. Don't start thinking now. Think that 20 years time, where you will be. If you want to reach there, you have to work now. Start now. And the very last advice, believe in yourself. Take advantage of the community support. Being able to connect and with like-minded people, it's awesome. It's amazing. And I would say, so from my heart, thank you to Loani, Ladies of All Nation International. I met Dr. Caroline Makaka, and I truly believe the day I met her, my life has changed. You know, when you meet the like-minded people, they push you hard, they motivate you, and that's what she did. They can see in you that you have more potential than where you are at the moment. They bring you out. So speak to people. There are so many people around, a woman entrepreneur. I go for 4 to 5 kilometer walk every day, and I hear TED Talk. Have you heard about TED Talk? It's a woman entrepreneurs, or they just business people. They talk about YouTube. They talk about the experience. They motivate you. They encourage you, and listening that itself helps. Not every day is the same day, but when you are down, ask for help. That's why we are here.
Exactly. So, what is the hardest lesson you have ever learned?
Oh, very interesting question. We always learn something, always. Even today, I'm talking to you. By listening those questions, by listening other webinars, I learned. When it comes to the lesson learned, when it comes to the business, you must have that, patience to see the seed to become a plant. Although when you are thinking to start the business, you think about the 20 years, but don't expect the result now, what is going to be in 20 years. So when I started my business, I always wanted to have a big business, always to start with that, okay, I will have a nice glass building, brilliant lighted office where you can sit and then have a phone call conference. But that is after 20 years, not now. I'm starting a business. So that is the lesson. When I started doing more cost of creating those environments. And that put me down because my expense has gone up slowly. Now, any business, you are a businesswoman, you know that, any business starting always is the investment phase. So every business has a phase. So first phase is always investment. You put in. Second phase will come where you maintain and nourish. And third phase will come where you pick up the fruits. You get the profit. You're done. So those timing, I did lots of investment, which obviously you have to carry on. And there was some financial distress situation I came across as well. So, and then I learned that what I want to create, have to wait. Everything happens step by step. As the time goes, we grow.
What are the businesses that you have invested?
Sorry, just say again.
What are the businesses that you have invested? You said that you invested in different businesses. What businesses have you invested?
No. This was the only business. But the initial stage when I started, I invested a lot of money. I mean, literally, I empty my bank account. So then I learned it that doesn't work this way. The business always starts because it's me. It's not because the building. It's not because what people can see. It's me, my idea, my product, my service.
Beautiful. So what is the best advice you have learned from your dad? As you were mentioning him for many times. So what's the best advice he has given you?
For myself, it's the same advice that patience. Patience is the key. When it comes to the business, nothing is going to happen overnight. You have to wait. And when it comes to wait, it has to wait. Like, for example, when you are pregnant, you have to wait 9 months to baby to come out. If it will come out early, then it will call premature. That means it's not good. So same like with the business, there is a phases every business woman or man needs to go through. You can't skip the phase. You need to go through. So have some patience and focused. Don't lose your focus with that.
How do you handle stress?
I walk. When I get stressful, the best thing I like is just being alone, quiet, go for a walk, and find one person who wants to just listen me. Just listen me. Don't judge. Don't pass comment. Just listen me. And if I don't find that person while I'm walking, the best thing is listening the video, which I said, the TED Talk, motivational speeches, all I see your webinars. That is very encouraging as well.
You have been, I think, really well. I can say that the #1 top fan is actually you. We actually are taking notes. So once we get to the specific number, we have a plan. So you are in the top 3. So
That's right. That's right. Yes.
So if someone wants to contact you, if someone wants to follow you, how can they do so?
They can follow me on Facebook, Jaya Sajnani, or our new organization, which is the Women Entrepreneurs, on the Facebook page. They can follow that, or they can email me on jayasajnani@yahoo.com. Or do you want me to write down somewhere? Shall I write down the chat section, and then that will help you?
I think I have one person which I will send directly. I don't want you to give out phone numbers here because we want to protect your privacy, and not everybody has their best intention in mind. So, we have also Dr. Carolyn Makaka with us. So she's showing her gratitude as well. Maneli here.
Thank you.
Also. Great share, gratitude. So I think today you were a great example of breaking the borders, breaking the sort of the paradigm also of the culture, because we especially with those excuses which are very well known by the society, and I think us as women is very easy to go with that to believe that, oh, everybody will understand that I'm a mother and I need to be a mother, and you are seducing yourself with those excuses because it gives you sort of the excuse why not to do things, why not to pursue your dream, why not to pursue the life that you really want. So I think you are an absolute great example of when you really want something, you can make it really work in all fields, whether it's family, whether it's business, whether it's in the kitchen or out of the kitchen. So I really truly appreciate your story, because I think that it's great, and I think a great learning point is also that when you see the need, and it doesn't matter that that industry is not for women, Then also today we heard that don't be afraid, be the one, be the change, be the difference, and just do something which you see that will give you the passion. I think Maneli wants to share something with us, so go ahead.
No, I'm just smiling because I just see a woman that is doing what's coming, and so 20 seconds I'm talking myself. I hope you'll be there. Yeah.
Yes,
And
yes.
it's not going to be about me too much. It's going to be about women. But thank you for sharing this, and I hope I wasn't really intending to say something, but it's thank you anyway.
Thank you, Manali. Thank you.
No,
Well, thank you for joining us. And yes, Maneli is going to be with us already next week on the 22nd of June. And what would be the sort of the message that you want whoever is listening to us today, that they take from listening to you?
See, don't be afraid. One thing I want to tell you, that being a woman itself is always going to be a hard job, because not only just mentally, physically, we go through so many changes in ourselves. When it comes to the business, there is a lots of barriers you will face. But trust me, once you reach to the phase 2 of the business, where you have to maintain, you will understand, you will see yourself completely different person. You won't be yourself. If I see myself back 10 years ago, who I was and who I am now, it's amazing feelings. And I feel proud that there's something I can give it to my daughter. My daughter is 12 years old, and I feel so proud that tomorrow when she grow up and she wants to start her business, she won't face those barriers, because she has seen me that if this comes up, this is the problem, what the solution could be. A role model for my family, a role model for surrounded other women. My sisters, they always tell me that, I don't know how you do it. You manage the home, you manage your daughter very well, her education side, everything in one go. But when I go through those, I can see the pain. There are so many days, Ragni, I feel shattered, I feel down, but I put myself up again and I say, no, that's fine. That happened, done, dusted. But now the new day will start. I know what I want to do, and I'm not meant to fit in this. And I don't care. Don't worry what other people are telling you. Don't worry how they are judging you. If you're going to worry, then what they're going to worry about? You think what you need to do. And the best thing, what I come across since last 2 years, is talking. Talking helps. When you talk to the like-minded people, they will bring you up. They will push you out from your barriers, from your the problems you're facing it, even though they don't have a solution. But they can share their problems to you. They can share how they resolve their issues, and that way it is very good to be in network. And one of the network, I would definitely say that Ladies of All Nation International, it is the best platform for any woman, whether you're in a business or not. Be on that platform, because that helps you to come out, to meet different women, get together, take some time for yourself. This COVID-19, the one thing we all learned is health, our own spirit, own soul. When you have to stay back at home for 3 months, and you need to think that, what is important in my life? Is it working, earning money? No, satisfying yourself. If there is a one wish you want to fulfill today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. We don't know what will bring it. Why not today? So help each other, be together, and just do what you want to do it. Break the social norms. You can do it, definitely.
Beautiful, beautiful message and beautiful interview. I really enjoyed talking to you. As always, it's been a pleasure to meet you also in London a few months ago, and truly inspiring in every way. So whoever is watching, and I think as it's Friday, usually Fridays are a little slower, but people are watching it during the weekend. I hope you take some notes, especially if you are considering to start your business. And I think there were some very key points that were brought to you, and the main maybe obstacles or challenges for especially women before starting a business is to break those old beliefs that we have about ourselves, that we have about our environment. And to break the barriers, you need to break free from your limiting beliefs. To start with, always believe in yourself, and environment. If you have those toxic people that hold you back, if you have those people that are throwing you the stones, then I would recommend you to pick up those stones and build up your legacy with those stones, because those are going to be very strong ones. Mm-hmm. So you can become the hero of your life. How? By taking action. And taking action on whatever is limiting you today. Get over it. Find someone who has done what you want to do, learn from it, and do it. That way you become the hero of your life. But you can also become the hero of someone else's life. How? By sharing this video, because there are so many people who need to hear about that story. Need to hear that there is a way, need to hear that whether you are limited by culture, whether you're limited by your surroundings, whether you're limited by your own mind, you have the choice. You have the choice to go with the flow and do it until you die, or you can step into your power and change your life today. You choose. So become the hero of your life and become the hero of someone else's life. Share the video. I'm going to be here on Monday, 11 a.m. Los Cabos time, 6 p.m. UK. So join us next week. The week is already ready. There's going to be a lot of different nationalities again with us from all walks of life. And thank you very much, Jaya, for your wisdom, for all the golden nuggets that you were sharing with us. And I'm going to be looking forward to see you grow more and do all the marvelous things that you do. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ragni. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me opportunity and platform. The last thing I want to just tell your viewers, whoever is watching, that if you want to walk faster, walk alone. But if you want to walk longer, walk together, and you can do it.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful message. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us.
Ragni.
Have a lovely weekend, and we will see you already next week on Monday. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.